Hello, besties. Welcome back to another episode of I Am Besties. Woohoo. As you can see, my host here is not Steph.
Hey everyone, my name is Vallerie.
Oh, she already knows. Yes, she got the intro and everything.
Finally on the show.
So pretty much, Steph is still in Mexico, as you guys that follow us on Instagram know. You know, she's getting married. Her festivities, and spending time with her family and honeymooning and all that great stuff. So Steph sadly cannot be here today. We miss her very much, but I thought, you know what better than to bring my actual best friend of 11 years.
I'm so excited to be on the show finally.
Yeah, I'm so happy she's here. Literally my ride or die, my best friend.
Seriously,
since day one. Met when we were 14, and I just love her so much. And I thought, oh my God,
11 years later, here we are,
baby and everything later,
still in love.
My longest relationship ever.
No, literally mine too. Seriously, I'm like, this is the longest relationship I had.
Literally
11 years with your ass,
and hopefully 111 years more.
Totally.
But yeah, this is my best friend, Vallerie.
Nice to meet everybody watching. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm nervous. Like, literally,
I know,
I'm just like,
too.
oh my God,
what do I say, dude?
I cannot believe, like, my best friend here. Like, what the fuck? Because honestly, guys, like, this has been, like, a thought from the back of my mind, like, for so long. And I even mentioned it to her a couple times, like, dude, would you want to be on the podcast? And like, because we have so much crap to talk about,
I'm like,
obviously.
hell yeah. But it's hard to have an actual, like, our schedules to work out. Finally.
Miss Girl right here is a hard-working queen. She's head of HR for her aerospace company in Ontario. So she's a hard-working
you know me.
queen.
I'm just fucking there Monday through Friday.
In her bag, y'all.
In my fucking bag. In my bag.
Stop playing with her. So... It's just,
to be here, dude.
I'm excited for you to be here. I'm a little like...
I had to grab a drink because I'm like, oh, I'm shy.
Me, I'm like, my God, my bestie's here.
I know. All right. Person be giggling the whole time.
But we'll just start from the beginning. Vallerie and I met when I was like 14. And we met through her cousin, Crystal.
My cousin.
So basically the way it was, I was actually best friends with her cousin first.
And I pretty much jacked her, I guess.
She was like, no, she's going to be my best friend now.
Yeah, and then we got really close, and then we just became best friends ever since. And here we are now.
Yeah.
11 years later.
Yeah. You guys are probably wondering, where is her cousin at now? Sadly, we drifted away from her. More like she drifted away from us. We'll just leave it at that for whatever reason she had. So, me and her just stayed friends.
Shaniqua now.
Shaniqua. What would we call it? We would call each other
Olga and Helga.
Oh my God. We would be like those girls in high school and be like, Helga, Olga,
come here.
But this is my bestie for the restie. Dude, even one time we went to Bible study service with her mom.
Yeah, my mom took us to Bible study.
Love that. And we needed it because we were literally devil children.
We were.
And
literally, we were. Oh my God.
We did so many crazy things that I look back on, I'm just like, damn.
How are we alive?
Literally, how are we?
Thank the Lord.
Literally. But one of, at the Bible study, a lady there prophesied and said that Vallerie and I would be best friends practically forever.
Pretty much.
That we were going to be there for each other's weddings and like our milestones, big milestones in each other's lives. And honestly, I can truly see that unfolding thinking back from when we were 14. Now,
much shit.
You just turned 25. I'm about to turn 25 in August. And I'm just like, damn, like, Here we are, still friendship still coming strong. And that I don't see us falling off or anything like that ever.
Yeah,
literally ever. She's stuck with me for life.
Standing strong with this hoe.
Literally. So it's just what it is. And going to high school together was really fun. I'll never forget that time. We tried out for volleyball.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. We were like, fuck yeah, we're gonna be like the best friends in volleyball. And it was so bad. Like, my first fucking hit I did, like, one of the girls yelled, she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, what are you fucking talking about?
Like,
I hit the ball to the other, like, people, whatever the hell. They're like, you're not supposed to do that. And I was like, oh my God.
Dumb. Like, aren't these trials? Aren't
right? I'm like, fucking teach me then.
Literally, like, I can learn. And I remember me too, like, I had to serve. Like, they would make us, like, run and, like, serve. And, dude, my shit was just going sideways. And I'm just laughing so hard because we left thinking, like, dude,
we would go home after tryouts. And we got a ball and we would practice in her front yard. Yeah. Like, dude, fuck yeah, like, we're gonna make the team. We're gonna be so good.
We're like, even if it's the freshman team, we're like, we'll make it.
We like made it a point to practice after school. Like, if we were really gonna do something on the volleyball team.
And sadly, we did not. But you know what? They're lost.
They're lost because we're fucking. We were dedicated.
Yeah, we would have. We were dedicated. You know, they didn't win the championship, so that's what they get. If they would have gotten us on the team, it's
because we weren't on the team. Exactly. That's why they fucking sucked.
Literally. So that's on them. I'm pretty sure they look back and they regret it.
Probably, most likely. They're gonna watch this video and be like, "Fuck."
But you know what? We're gonna be the bigger girls and we're gonna let it go.
Yeah, we're not even mad about it.
We're not. We're not pissed at all. Like, bygones are bygones. You know, it's in the past. But you know what else is in the past, dude? Oh my God, I'll never forget when we got caught stealing.
Oh my God, you guys don't want to know.
Besties, I've told this story. I haven't told the story, but like I've told y'all that I've been caught shoplifting before. Lo and behold, it was with my bestie right here. Pretty much. All right, besties, before we continue, I'm going to bring you a brief interruption to bring you our sponsors from Manscaped. Gentlemen, Father's Day is just around the corner, and our friends at Manscaped are here to ensure that the dad in your life is looking like daddy material this June. You can find their signature Lawnmower 4.0 in the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 for the perfect bundle to tackle any and all day old man hair from head to toe. This is no dad joke. Treat him and yourself and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. Trust me, his dad bod will thank you. Ooh, y'all, please post your dads on Father's Day.
Post that dad bod.
I want to see. Honestly, my dad actually has been really loving Manscaped ever since. Shout out to Manscaped. They've been sponsoring the show. Every like product that they send me, I've been giving to my dad. And he's living. And my dad is recently divorced.
I need to put my dad on.
Put him on. Dude, literally.
I'm gonna put him on.
For real, he will love it. And the crazy thing is, my dad is actually recently divorced, so he's back into the dating game. And he's been telling me, like, Mija, like, those products, thank you. Like, he said that they have him smelling good. Yeah. You know, got him looking right everywhere. And me and my dad are very open, you know. I love that man. I'm a huge daddy's girl. So definitely get them for your daddy, your mommy, your bald-headed granny. Manscaped is designed with fathers in mind, and the Performance Package 4.0 is here just in time for the dad in your life's special day. Inside this package, he'll find the Lawnmower 4.0, the trimmer, the weed whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, crop preserver, ball deodorant, crop reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all his goodies. Wow. It's really dope, actually. The Lawnmower 4.0 will be the gift every dad wants on Father's Day. The 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to the advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and also has 400K LED spotlight he needs for a more precise shave. If he's using the same trimmer for his body and his face, please, ladies, daughters, girlfriends, wives, do him a favor and throw that out the window and give him the upgrade he deserves this Father's Day. But wait, there's more. Manscaped just launched their brand new Boxers 2.0 that are, dare I say, the best boxers ever. Come on now. Can't go wrong. We all know dads love their comfort. With summer just around the corner, the Boxers 2.0 are here to save every father from the uncomfortable heat. These new boxers are packed with revolutionary features including the jewel pouch designed to cradle his boys in their own special space. Right here is a game changer. Whether he's mowing the lawn, taking out trash, or golfing in the sun, these moisture-kicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. Ladies, This gift is going to be a hit for your man, your dad, your brother, and every other man in your life. Even dog daddies deserve this treat too.
Right.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code BESTIES. He'll be shaking the gifts his mama gave him. Yeah. Cheers to that. And now back to our regular programming. But you know what else is in the past, dude? Oh my God, I'll never forget when we got caught stealing.
Oh my God, you guys don't want to know.
Besties, I've told this story. I haven't told the story, but like I've told y'all that I've been caught shoplifting before. Lo and behold, it was with my bestie here.
Pretty much, yeah. And we were like 14.
Oh yeah, we were
15.
14.
15 because I was gonna have my 16th birthday.
Oh yeah.
We were 15. Her older sister had just turned 18, just got her license, and we were like, dude, take us to fucking Kmart, like all this stuff. And like she was like, all right, let's go. We steal so much shit in Kmart, dude. Like headbands, makeup just like stupid stuff, like. Yeah, and we're walking out, and then he was just like,
some big old dude, like,
some big ass dude
stop
was
right
like,
there.
Hey, stop. And we were like, fuck, dude, like, we're about to go to juvie.
Dude, my whole life flashed before my eyes.
Yeah, I was like my heart dropped. I was like, I did not just get caught stealing.
I know. And honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not, I'm not trying to, like, point fingers, but, dude, we started stealing because of Crystal. Girl, I remember it started off, like, I remember we used to live by a 99-cent store.
Yeah.
And we would walk to it all the time to, like, buy snacks and just, like, dumb shit. And
we would steal that shit.
She would take a big purse. Like, back in the day in high school, it was, like, popular instead of having a backpack.
Yeah,
to
like
have,
the
a
big
bag.
ass, just little, like, the bag.
Yeah. And she would be like, why are you guys paying? Like, just take it. And I remember, and I literally will never forget, like, I remember being like, what do you mean? Like, I have money.
Yeah.
I have money, girl. What do you mean? And the first time I remember her being like, look, like, I'm gonna just do it. And she would
it's
just
easy. Like it's easy.
Yeah, she just started throwing stuff in her bag. And I remember following her and being like, oh shit, like she's just throwing shit in her bag. Like,
right?
What the fuck?
And then we started doing it. We're like, it is easy.
Yeah, literally, like, oh shit. Like, it's not as hard as you think.
99-cent store.
Literally. And we literally started at the 99, but y'all, it just got really bad to the point where, like, we would.
At Kmart.
Not just that, we would steal at Target. I would steal at Big Lots. Dude, one time I even went to Las Vegas one time to my aunt's house. And it was summer and I didn't have a bikini and she wanted to take us to like this community pool or something. So she took us to the mall to buy bikinis and I literally went to the fitting room and put on like 5 bikinis under my clothes.
Oh my God.
I was just so ballsy. I was just like, I'm gonna steal. I'm living.
I was too. I would steal jewelry a lot.
Jewelry?
Oh my God, yeah. Not like real jewelry, but just like Forever 21, like the rings, earrings, like shit like that. I'll just be like, put that shit in my pocket. Like, you know?
Dude.
Or like I'll put them on and I'll be like, oh, they're cute. And then just walk away, like, you know?
And then just never take them off.
No, but I stopped. I'm thief.
We're changed women.
We're not
That's
thieves.
Behind us. Thank you.
We were 15, okay. My mom canceled my 16th birthday.
Oh my God. Dude, this is, I'll never forget this. We were in the room when we got caught. They were like, oh, okay, like, you know.
They were like, we're calling the cops. They're going to pick you up. You're going to juvie. And
they were really
that was that.
Us.
And like they literally did. Like we were in the room. They played back the cameras of us stealing.
They showed
us. The cameras worked so fucking good.
Dude, they're
like,
HD,
bro,
like
what the
zoomed
hell?
in as fuck.
Like literally like on my hands, like stealing the shit.
Stay
like,
safe. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Y'all.
We were like, oh my, and we're just watching it like idiots. They were playing it back for us. They're like, yeah, we're calling the cops on you guys.
The funniest part was like they were like, oh, you guys can't be on your phones right now.
Yeah, they were like, keep your hands out. We don't want you on your phones or anything.
And Vallerie literally had her legs folded like this. And she knew her mom was going to take her phone away. So she had her phone. Oh my God. And she was deleting everything. Yeah, because I was like, fuck, mom's going to beat my ass. Like, she's going to take my phone, go through my phone. Yeah. I was 15. I deleted all my Facebook messages, like everything. I was just like, fuck, like just trying to clear everything out. And she looked at me. We just started laughing, bro. We were like, the craziest part for me was that when he was like, he like singled me out. At one point, the guy was like, he was like, I could tell. He was like, you're the leader of the group. You're the one that, he was like, you know what you're doing. He was like, you know what you're doing. He was like, I could tell you've been stealing stealing for a long time and blah, blah, blah. And I was
Just
sitting there
pressing your
like,
ass.
I was like, yo, I've literally been doing this for like 2 months.
Right.
3 months.
Right.
What are you talking
like, I'm
about?
fucking 14, you asshole.
Like, it's only my 3rd day out here.
Yeah,
like,
you're
what
like,
are you
I don't
talking
know.
about? And I think he says that because I guess when I was stealing, dude, I could see like the cameras, and I would like try to like give my back to them and pretend a lot. I would do that trick a lot where like I would pretend like I'm tying my shoes.
Yeah.
And I would go down.
Just shoving
and
shit
I'd
in there.
shove
Like,
I'd shove shit in, and I would wear those fucking ghetto like boots at the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Those high.
I know. I know
Ankle
what you're
boots.
talking about.
And I would
remember
just
your
stick
boots.
shit in there. And I think just because of that one move, he thought that I was like a fucking
She's
pro.
a fucking pro, yeah.
And I was just
my
like,
God, it was so funny.
no, I'm not, but okay.
Anyways, the cops never came
Thank
because they
God.
literally called. The cops called
Thank
back like I
God.
don't know how long later, like 30 minutes of us just waiting in there for
They
the
were
cops
like,
to come get
we
us.
busy.
They're like, we have pretty much other important shit to do, like
yeah.
rather than focus on freaking 14-year-old girls stealing from Target, you know. So then they're like, the cops aren't coming because they have busier things to do. So we're calling your parents. And I was like, no, I don't want you
You're
to call
like,
my parents. Yeah, I'm like,
You're
fuck,
like,
that's even
please,
worse,
call the
dude.
cops, please.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm like, no, lock me up and throw away the key. I was like, don't call my mom and dad. No. They fucking called our parents. And I was like, shit. Like,
I was just so sad because I really do feel like at the time your mom had this like image of me and Stephanie.
just being so sweet and nice girls.
Yeah.
And not in trouble, not in any trouble.
I remember one of the things that stuck out to me about Vallerie's mom was that she got really happy when we became friends with Val because she just felt that energy from us that we were like good influences.
Yeah, she literally was like, "Oh, I'm so excited you found some good friends," and like, all
we
this stuff.
genuinely were good friends. Like
we just learned how to steal.
It's just I genuinely feel we just got caught up with the wrong crowd. Like I genuinely think that's what it is. Like, and honestly, like when you only have like 10, 15 bucks in your pocket and you're trying to buy some snacks and you're like, I'm not trying to spend.
I'm gonna just take them.
I'm not gonna spend like $10 on this bag of
Yeah.
chips. Like, let me just throw it in my bag real quick. It gets easy. But honestly, thank God, right? I'm very grateful that we got caught.
No, I'm glad we got caught because we completely
we just stopped. We stopped. We were like, you know, this life ain't for us. You know, the streets
never
gonna
again.
miss
I ain't
us.
no thief.
The streets gonna miss us, but
For real.
never again, baby. But we learned our lesson. And honestly, it's already been like 10, 11 years. And I'm just very grateful for our friendship because
we're still friends.
I feel like Vallerie and I definitely have had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the downs that I could think of for sure is when I got with my baby's dad, Hugo. Hugo. Literally, you know, it's like that I generally feel like it was the first time I was in a relationship that was like
a serious
relationship for sure. And I obviously didn't know how to like handle like, you know, especially being in high school. No, not being in high school. I was already graduated, like freshly graduated. But just it being my first like genuine relationship where I genuinely feel like I was head over heels. I went from spending all my time with her to literally spending all my time with him. And I wasn't good at like making time for Val.
Like both, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't good at all. Like and it's not that I didn't want to hang out with you and it's not even that I didn't miss you because I did miss her so much because like I said, we live like minutes from each other, like walking distances from each other. So I just stopped hanging out with you. Like I was literally sleeping over, hanging out. Like what I did with her, I just was always doing with Hugo now.
Yeah.
And we drifted for a while actually, I remember.
Yeah, we did.
The one and only time.
Not like nothing crazy, like a couple months. And
yeah,
like, you know,
a couple months.
like
but it was enough for me to feel it. I remember.
Feel it, yeah. She like came to my house one day. She was like, I miss you. I'm so sorry. And like all this stuff. And she apologized. I was like, dude, it's cool. Like, you know.
But I know that I did probably, you were feeling some type of way too.
Because obviously we were with each other 24/7 and then we weren't.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to be like all
fuck
mad
you.
about it. Like, bitch, fuck
like,
you.
Bitch,
like,
fuck
you know, like,
done.
no, you have a man. Like, fuck it.
No, and I really appreciate that because I generally feel like Val gave me space to just kind of play that out and just be like, okay, you know, like she's happy, she's with her man.
Yeah.
But even I do feel like when you started hanging out with Amber a lot, which is now her brother's wife.
Oh, my sister.
Love her.
Yeah, we're super close.
Love her. She's awesome. I'm glad that you hung out with her, not anybody else. But I remember I started getting jealous, and I remember like, damn, like Vallerie's hanging out with Amber all the time instead of like you posting me all the time.
Yeah,
Obviously,
was
since
with
we
Amber
wouldn't
and
hang
shit.
out, she was posting Amber like 24/7, and I remember being like, "Damn, she's replacing me." I was like, "No, I'm gonna cry." No, like literally, I remember like Hugo would tell you, dude. Like obviously, I was with Hugo all the time, and like I would be on my phone,
Yeah.
and then I would always be like, "Look at this." Like they're together. I'd be like, look, they're out right now. Like they're doing this, and I would get so butthurt. But obviously, I knew like it was on me, you know.
Yeah.
And Hugo would tell me, and the crazy thing is that Hugo was not those boyfriends that were like, you can't hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
Be with me. Hell no. If anything, Hugo was a complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Hugo was actually like, oh, like I need my time. Like you go do your thing. Like he was like, go hang out with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's good,
dude, I was super codependent though. I was super just like, I don't know. I think it was just like I said, it was my first relationship, so I was just very like, dude, I want to be up his ass all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and so I didn't know how to like deal with that. But thank God, thank the Lord,
we're still besties.
I found my way. And literally, yeah. So I mean, we came back from that definitely.
Yeah, here we are now.
11 years, and
11 years of friendship.
And honestly, and I already had a baby too, and I want to talk about that too, like
yes,
how friendships
I love
change.
Ezra. I love him.
If any of you guys have a bestie and you guys are watching, definitely we're about to talk about our experience.
Oh my god, yes.
I actually was with Vallerie when I found out I was
pregnant. In my room actually. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you're pregnant?
Like, I was shook.
So crazy. It was so crazy.
The crazy thing was that I was literally across the street from her house. One of our other good friends, Leslie, lives literally across the street. And Leslie was practicing how to do nails at the time. And I remember she was like, oh, like, come over. I'm going to do your nails. And I was like, okay. I went over to her house, and we were sitting on her bed. And she was doing my nails. Dude, I knocked out. I fell asleep while she was doing my nails. And I remember when I woke up, I was like, what? Like, there's no way. Like, I don't do that. Like, I could be tired, but if I'm at my friend's house and she's doing my nails, like, I would never fall asleep. Like, that's just different. It's not like me. And I was like, this is a different kind of tired. Yeah, a tired that I've never experienced before, ever. And I started thinking, like, wait, I haven't got my period. And then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just get a test. And I've already done that with her before, where I was like, I think I'm pregnant. Yeah. But I would take a test, and like, it was never positive. So
we're like, how ya bitch, you know?
Yeah. We're like, let's fucking chug this beer right now. Let's take a shot to celebrate. No, literally. And I was like, I'm just gonna go buy a test. And in my head, I really was like, I'm not. Like, I know I'm not, but I'm gonna just do it. And I remember after I got my nails done, I went across the street to her house, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna just stop by. And I was like laying in her bed with her, just cuddling.
She was like, hey, guess what I have in my purse? And I was like, what? And I opened her purse. And I was like, bitch, you got a pregnancy test? She was like, yes. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and then she went to go take it in the restroom. And then she brought it back to her room. And we're literally just on my bed, like,
I was like
sitting crisscross applesauce with it between us. And we're just like, oh my God, like, just waiting.
And I was like,
yeah,
when
we were
it came
both
back
just like,
positive, I was like,
nobody even said anything.
We were
just like
quiet. Literally just staring at each other like, no. Yeah. There's no way. And then I still stayed quiet, and then she started crying. Like,
I started crying.
Like, she was just like...
Just because I was like, no, like, you're fucking pregnant.
Yeah. And it was just like, damn. And then her mom...
Yes, my mom.
Came to the door, and she was like,
what are you guys doing? Because my mom likes to come in the room and, like, you know, talk with us and stuff like
cool.
that.
I love her.
She always does.
She's the homegirl.
And she's like, what are you guys doing? And we're just like, oh, shit, dude. Like,
I was like, should I tell her?
Yeah, we're like,
I was like, should I tell her? And I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'll just tell her. And she came in. And funny enough, she was like, and this is the crazy part. Every time we would act like secretive like that, she would always jokingly be like, you're pregnant. Yeah. Always, like, but just as a joke. And obviously we'd be like, no. And this one time she walked in and we were like, she was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, she was like, no. And I showed her, and yep. Sure enough, pregnant as hell.
Ezra's over here running amok with us.
Literally, my broke bestie. We went shopping to Ross the other day.
Yes. Oh my God. And he wanted these cars. Oh my God, he's so cute. And like, we're all shopping, buying stuff. Ezra's with us, and he got these cars. So I was like, here, Ezra, hold your cars. And we're leaving, and we each have our shopping bags. He's all excited walking, and you're just like fuck, he's like my broke bestie. So I was like, Ezra, are you our broke bestie? He's like, yeah, with his cars. He's like, fuck yeah, I am.
But it's such a beautiful, like, honestly thing for me. Thinking back, we've been best friends since like we're 14.
Yeah.
Where you just turned 25 in March. I'm about to be 25 in August. 11 years like of friendship. It's just time's flying.
Mm-hmm.
I have a baby now.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I still, when I see Ezra and he's like talking to me, he'll be like, hey, Bari. Or he says Bari.
Bari.
Or he'll call me Auntie.
Auntie.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I still can't
Like,
believe like this fucking guy's right here. Like, you have a kid. Like, it's so crazy.
Like the other day, like we took him to like an indoor playground and we were just with him playing
on the slides and shit.
Going outside, like literally, like
we're like little kids with him.
It looks like those like playgrounds from like McDonald's and shit, but obviously like bigger,
huge, yeah,
for like adults also.
Yeah.
And I remember like at one point like just kind of being a little behind from her and Ezra and just looking at them and I'm just like, it felt surreal, like
yeah.
It's just like, it's like my body's being transported, like thinking back from like 14 and then like, oh shit, like now, I'm not 14 anymore. Yeah. Like we're here, we're grown as adults.
Grown ass women.
With grown women jobs, with I have a kid now. Like you even are in a 3-year relationship. Like you're practically gonna get married already.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
And just our lives are changing. And honestly, what do you think has been one of like the reasons why we've been able to stay friends for so long? Because I genuinely feel like a lot of people do have friendships, best friends, but they end up falling off.
Yeah. I feel like we never fully really distance ourselves completely. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, like, if anything, like a month we won't talk, but then it's like, bitch, where are you? I miss you. Yeah. Like, it was never like, exactly. Like, brush it off. Like, we don't talk no more. That's cool.
I feel like that's a big one.
Yeah, yeah. Because a lot of people do, like, oh, we just fell off. And it's like, you didn't reach out to her, or like you guys didn't talk, or like you know, and I feel like we constantly do, like always for years.
And even if like, and when she said a month, like we don't go a month without talking. Like no,
now we don't.
No. I feel like the only time we ever did was when I started dating Hugo, when I really was just like not making time for my friends in general. But now I can say we can go like going a month without hanging out, but we'll text and talk on the phone.
Yeah,
all the
or just
time.
Like, hey, have a good day today. Have a good day at work. Like, you know, little things like that.
Yeah, we definitely
keep in contact, totally.
We definitely understand that the dynamic of like our lives are changing. Like she has her job, you know, she's at the big corporate girl job. Mm-hmm. You know, she has her relationship of 3 years. It's obviously gonna take more of her time. Yeah, and Vallerie is,
and then now you're a mom. Exactly, and like that's a full-time fucking job itself.
Exactly. I'm doing my mom, you know, mom thing.
And then whenever we hang out, it's always like, oh, we're going to do this with Ezra. But I do like it because I love him.
No, obviously. And we do have our times. Obviously, he has his dad, so he could be with Hugo sometimes. So we do have time for ourselves.
Yeah, when we do grab lunch, talk shit. Grab lunch, talk shit about
party. No, and obviously, but it's just, I feel like that's definitely one important thing. I feel like a lot of people, you know, see friendships as like, oh, they need to make time for me all the time. And I feel like that's definitely one of my things that I used to also kind of be very like, I feel like I was definitely aggressive in that way with you, where I would get upset with her sometimes too. I'd be like, you're not making time for me. Yeah. You know, you're not hanging out with me. And it was funny because this was actually even after I went through that episode of not hanging out with you, where I would be like, you're not making time for me. Yeah, yeah. But then I had to kind of remind myself like, okay, she's going through that phase too, where she's with her man. She's happy. I get it. I was there once. I can't be mad about this. Yeah. And it was but I feel like one thing that definitely me and you have always been good at is definitely just talking about
communication. Yeah, for sure. Talking about it.
For sure. And we don't make each other feel bad, or like if I do say something that I'm like, oh damn, like that was too much, I'll be like, no, like I'll apologize to her. Yeah, I'll be like, no, you know, like I shouldn't have said that, or I'm just feeling this way, or I feel abandoned, or I feel sad, or whatever, you know. And we
emotional.
And I'm the crier.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, you're a crier. I'm not. I won't cry.
Not.
I never cry.
Dude, I feel like how many times have I seen you cry?
Like, we've literally been best friends for 11 years. She's probably seen me cry like twice.
Literally.
I just don't cry.
She doesn't.
I don't know why.
And you've seen me cry like how many times?
No, but I feel like you actually have helped me really much get into my emotions and communicating and shit like that. Because I wasn't, like, at all. Like, I was just like, okay. But she would like, hey, I feel this way, and like, you know, shit like that. So like, I feel like now we're the same way, where we just communicate and talk about our feelings. And,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I love that you mentioned that I made it comfortable for her, because I feel like she said, she never cries, but I do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm glad that I'm that way, where, well, at least I'm comfortable with you, because we've been friends for years. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm just that kind of person. I feel like it doesn't take much for me to like break down in front of someone. I'm just naturally a crier, but I feel like one of the things with our friendship that's allowed for growth and for us to be friends as long is the fact that have always been vulnerable with her, and I've always cried, and I've always been very raw about how I feel.
Yeah, totally.
And communicate.
Totally.
And definitely in the beginning, Val, I could always tell that, not that she was uncomfortable, but not in a bad way. I just could tell that it wasn't natural for her to open up and to talk about how she feels and things like that.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
Now I am, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Totally.
And I definitely think it has to do with like repetition. You know, me like just doing it constantly in front of her. I feel like over time you just learn, you know what, like I'm safe to kind of like be open with her as well.
Yeah, you're like the only person now that I tell anything to or everything to.
Yeah, yeah. And I
that's good though.
Yeah, and honestly, and it makes me so happy that I feel like we've gotten to that point. Thinking back, obviously, I feel like I always think back, like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like all those years. Oh my God, I'm just like, damn. Really, really.
Seriously.
One of the things that I enjoyed about our friendship the most is just all the crazy things we did in high school, and
we
even
were so crazy
after
together.
high school.
And a lot of people know too. A lot of people know.
Watching this, yeah. They would
know.
They would call us the 3Vs. It was actually 3 of us. It was me and Veronica.
Yeah, the 3Vs. Fuck yeah.
Hold on, I need to take that to.
But yeah, we were freaking crazy in high school. I know a lot of people know. And here we are now. It's so crazy, like, just being crazy in high school, like 14-year-olds, 15, like, just sneaking out, doing all this crazy shit. And now, like, we're adult-ass women. You got a kid, really? And it's so crazy.
Dude, literally, we would sneak out all the time.
And just go out to flyer parties, like, in our little hills and stuff like that.
And I'm just, like, shook at how we'd be out, like, 2, 3 in the morning walking in the street.
Yeah, we didn't give a shit. And like, we literally didn't think at all.
No. And that's just the crazy part, that it's, like, and I feel like that's why I appreciate our friendship so much. Because I feel like that's what friends do. You know, you keep secrets. You have adventures. Totally. You have adventures together. You have each other's backs. You know, you're there for each other through thick and thin. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a relationship is just as much work as a friendship.
Totally.
I feel like friendships are definitely relationships also.
It is, yeah.
They're definitely relationships.
Totally.
And just how in, like, friendships, you know, there's times where you feel a little distant. You could feel like that in a relationship, too. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you feel a little distant sometimes from your partner. Doesn't mean you don't love them. It just feel like, you know, seasons, you know, they're just you're feeling some type of way or not, whatever. Or like you get busy and then you're not, you know, whatever. But I feel like when you have that strong foundation, and I definitely think you and I have it, like, you know, you're solid. I feel like as long as that foundation is solid and you communicate, like, you can get through anything.
Yeah, and just being totally comfortable with each other, and just you know, not feeling awkward to bring certain shit up. It's like, no, I could totally bring this up to her. Like, you know, if you're feeling some type of way or shit like that, like...
Yeah, and definitely creating, like, safe spaces for each other to, like, say our weird shit. Because I know there's times where, like, Vallerie will, like, say weird comments, or I'll say weird things or do weird things. And we feel, like, just safe and completely okay to be, like, weird as hell with each other.
Super fucking weird.
Do you remember that time when, I think it was me that I was like, dude, like, let's put diapers on? Remember?
Yes! Oh my God, no.
Dude, we wanted to know what it would be like to
try an adult diaper. We're like, dude, let's see if it works. If we pee in an adult diaper. And we never did it though.
But still, it's just like,
but,
even
like,
the
just
fact
weird
that we
shit.
felt comfortable enough to, like, tell each other, like, dude, let's put on a diaper and fucking pee. Could you like imagine? Could you really, like, honestly? I don't think I would be able to do that.
Has anyone?
With a casual friend.
I want to know.
Have you guys ever tried to do that? Like, because I have good friends, but also they're not my best friends, but I have good friends. I don't think I would ever be like, hey, you want to put on a diaper on?
No. I don't tell nobody nothing. I tell your ass or, like, weird and shit. Everyone thinks I'm normal.
Yeah, except for you. Yeah, literally. when me and you were young back in the day, we would like to make videos of ourselves on our laptop and dance.
Just dancing like stupid.
We
used to have those videos too.
I think we still do, right?
Yeah,
we have a couple.
My mom's old laptop.
And there's videos of us just in the kitchen dancing. And one time we wore like extra baggy sweats and we stuffed them.
Stuffed them so we had a fat ass. Yeah.
Oh my god, we were
upside down.
Honestly, we were the footprint. I think because it was before the BBL era.
Literally.
And no one had BBLs at the time. Yeah. And her and I would stuff our sweats with pillows.
Like
we really did look like we had a fat ass. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like Nikki somehow stumbled upon our page, or even Kim, and they were just
fucking
like,
inspo.
They were like, "Oh my god, that actually looks really good. Yeah. Like we should do that." So it's fine, you know. So they could take credit for it. That's fine. But we're really the it girls.
We're the first bitches to do it with the big fat ass.
We really were, and we just had a great old time. We would twerk on the couch, on the bed. Shout out to your parents for always letting us just
be fucking weird at the house.
Literally, at her house, just always throwing ass on the couch with our freaking stuffed sweats and just recording videos. Do you remember that time for Halloween where we dressed up? I think Stephanie was wearing the cow one. I was wearing the zombie one. What were you dressed up? You remember?
Fuck, I don't remember.
We were at your house and
something weird probably.
Oh, you had no. Stephanie had a tutu. I don't remember.
I think I was the cow.
You were the cow.
I was the fucking cow. I was a cow with udders for Halloween one year. Like a fucking no baddie at all. Dude, I was a freaking cow.
This was the pre-baddie era. Dude, before everybody cared about being a baddie. Yeah. When everyone could just have fun.
Yeah.
I was a zombie. I was literally a ghetto zombie, raunchy zombie, dude. And Stephanie didn't have a cup, but she put like a tutu on, remember? We made a video of us just throwing ass. Dude, it was so much fun. And we would actually post them too.
Yeah, we would.
On Facebook. We'd post them on Facebook, dude. Like, it was like, it is what it is. We gonna put this content out and you gonna like it. We didn't care if we thought
we were weird, honestly.
And honestly, I feel like that should be normalized again. I actually feel like more people are being like that. I feel like again, like especially yourself, TikTok,
being themselves and just doing whatever the fuck without caring.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty cool. Remember that? I think that night we went trick or treating with like Jacob and everyone. Remember, we went into the haunted house
thing, fucking haunted house.
You know what? Funny story about Jacob. Rest in peace. He actually passed away. How long ago has it been already? Since he passed away,
I think 3 years.
He was one of our friends from high school. Actually, passed away sadly. I'm still very shook when people that like we went to high school with pass away.
So many people. It's like sad.
Like it's
so sad.
It feels surreal too. Like what?
It's like what the fuck? No way.
It's like a reminder. Like we're actually gonna
like literally like boom. Like you could be gone like that.
Exactly. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. And I'm gonna say I'm actually surprised at how that time this incident didn't blow up more than it could have.
And I'm surprised at myself that I didn't blow it up more because I blow shit up. Like
she don't play. Yeah, no. And we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But she used to talk to Jacob. You guys had like just a little thing, right? You guys were just
a high school thing.
Yeah, like a high school, you know, nothing crazy, yeah. And then you guys fell off, you know, just it ended. And then you had a little thing at your house.
Party at my house.
And then it was like a little kickback, whatever. And girl, we were all drinking, and you know,
we were faded.
And just how it is in high school, you know, just be getting hammered. And there was a little bonfire she had at like the back, and there was like seats around it. And I remember I was sitting with like me and my friend, and we're just talking.
And I was walking towards you guys. Yeah, I was walking over there.
And then, but in the beginning, before that though, it was literally just me, and I forgot. I was actually just before he went to go sit there. I was sitting with a friend. Yeah. I don't know. I remember. I can't honestly tell you who it was, but somebody was sitting next to me, and I was talking to them first. Homeboy comes, Jacob. We're not bashing him. We're just saying the story.
No, not at all.
And he came to sit next to me. And he just like sparked up the conversation, but actually he wasn't even just talking to me. He was actually talking to me and the friend that was sitting next to me, and we were just drinking, sitting, talking, having a good time. And he was my friend too. Like in high school, just hi-bye friends, you know, nothing crazy. And like I said, him and Val had fallen off at the time. And dude, out of nowhere, we were just drunk and just talking, and he was sitting next to me, and I just remember getting closer and closer, and dude,
that's fucked up.
We made out.
And I was right there.
She saw, dude. And I was like, and I remember, dude, like when we stopped, like I immediately knew, like,
no,
yo.
you immediately just got to be like, Val.
Yeah. I immediately,
like, bitch, what the fuck?
I immediately, like, started freaking out because I was like, wait, like, no, like, no, like, because that wasn't my intention. Like, I wasn't with the intention, like, oh, like, I'm gonna pick this man up. Like, no, fuck no. Like, it was not at all my intention. And I remember I freaked out because I know how she is. Not, like, in a crazy way, but she's one of those girls where it's like, you do me dirty and, like, it's done.
It's on site.
It's literally, it's done.
Yeah.
And I was obviously like, damn, like, this is my best friend. Like,
and he had just got up and walked away, and he literally left and went home.
Yeah.
Like, he just, like, walked out to the front. Like,
and I remember we went to
like,
the front yard, and I was just like, Val, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like, I'm drunk, but that's not an excuse. Like, I should have not, that should have never happened. And I still say to this day, that was
I saw her a fucking knuckle sandwich.
Literally, give it to me
right now. I'm doing on camera. I'm just
kidding. Watch the Patreon. You can watch her beat my ass up on there. But anyway, literally, I was just like, damn, like, I'm not gonna lie, in that moment, I thought, that's it. Like, she's never gonna forgive me for this. Like, it's over. And I remember I was just so like, damn. That's why I was so like, sorry, like, dude, I was just going off. And what did you say? Do you remember?
I don't remember, because I think I was drunk also, but I remember just being like, bro, like, I don't know.
I think
I was just faded. There was a party at my house going on. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, yeah. But I feel like I wasn't as pissed just because we were done with, and it was nothing ever, like, super, super serious. You know, just, like, a high school little fling like that. And, like, I don't know, just, like, knowing the way he was, I was just like, this freaking guy, like, kissed my best friend right now in front of me, and just gets up and walks out the house and goes home.
And honestly, in retrospect, I genuinely feel like
I was more mad at him.
I genuinely feel like he did that on purpose. Now looking back, I don't think that it was, because like I said, that was just that one time, and that's it. Like, bitch, me and him never even talked after that. He, like, I genuinely feel like he was just, like, out for revenge. I think he was
on me.
He was butthurt that you didn't love him back.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn.
I was like, damn.
But honestly, like, I feel like that's one of the hurdles that Val and I definitely got through. Never again have
That's probably, like, one of the more, like,
scandalous
serious,
thing.
actual, like, what the fuck things.
And honestly, like, I'm grateful, because I feel like any other friend could have definitely been like, dude, like, you're weird for that. Like, she could have definitely flipped it on me and been like, you know, like, you should have not done that. Or something like that, you know. And she didn't. She decided to trust in me moving forward. She decided to give me a chance and be like, you know what, like, it's fine. And I'm grateful. I definitely have said, I think I said in the past, like, you should have beat my ass for that.
I should have probably.
Because I don't know, honestly, I don't know how I would have reacted if it would have been the other way around.
I felt like it just happened so fast, and I just, like, just the way that he was, I was just like, oh, this guy. Like, it was more towards him, you know? Like, I know he's just freaking, like, he just did that shit in front of my face, got up and left. Like, you know? And I knew she didn't like him at all or anything. Had anything to do with him at all. So I was just like, damn.
It was super random for me too. Like I'm saying, like I said, I felt bad because I knew that wasn't my intention. I feel like if it was my intention, I would have felt guilty. It would have been a different kind of feeling for me. Yeah. But I definitely knew, like, that was not my intention. I was not feeling him. It was not like anything like that at all. I didn't like him or anything. So that was definitely one of the things that Val and I got through in our friendship.
Yeah, totally.
I can't even lie and say if it was weird after that. I'm pretty sure.
Was it? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't remember it being weird.
I feel like I would remember it. I think it was just like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
don't do it again. And then we just move forward.
Yeah. I feel like I don't even remember, honestly.
No. And honestly, I generally think that because we already kind of had like that solid foundation of like our friendship, she was just like, okay, like we're gonna get past this. And I've obviously made it a point to never ever cross that line again at all with like any of the future people that she's dated or anything. I try to like, you know, just keep it like that. But I'm so grateful because I love her so much. And I feel like, bitch, if she would have
still give you a knuckle sandwich one of these days.
She would have come here. Honestly,
I'm like sinking in the couch.
Talking about giving a knuckle sandwich, Val.
What?
One time, y'all. You want to talk about that time?
Y'all don't even want to know that.
You beat that girl's ass.
Yeah, dude.
She
okay.
beat that girl's ass.
So I guess we'll talk about this one time beat some girl's ass. Okay. So anyways, me and her are hanging out one night. We have no plans at all. And we saw, I think on Twitter, like some shit, like a random flyer party. And we were like, dude, fuck it, let's go. We got no plans. So we literally just got dressed and we went. We didn't know anybody there at all. Literally nobody. It was just us two. And we're like, dude, fuck it. Like, we're partying here. So we're just like, you know, drinking, listening to music and stuff like that.
Wasn't there a grupo? Like a Mexican?
Yeah, it was like all like a Spanish,
band.
like.
And we never went to parties like that ever.
Never. We just went to like ghetto ass, like ratchet parties and stuff like that. But we didn't care because like literally we had no other plans. We're like, dude, fuck it, somewhere to go drink, like whatever. So we're there partying it up, whatever. And there's a guy standing next to me. And I guess, I don't know, this girl's with him. Or I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And she just starts cussing him out. Like, you, this and that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just like standing there watching. We're both right there.
Yeah.
She has a tall can of, I don't know what. The drink was red. And I was wearing shorts and a little tank top, and she pours her drink all over him, but it goes all over me.
Because she's right next to him.
Because I'm right next to him. Dude, that shit had me soaked. Like, my hair was wet, my whole body. Like, I was sticky as shit, and I was, and you know, it just gets you mad. It's in the middle of a big-ass, crowded party. Everyone's looking. And
in that moment,
I just started boiling of anger.
And in that moment, obviously, me being her best friend, I was like, ooh, shit's about to pop off.
Yes.
Like, my best is getting mad. I was just getting mad. Like, I already knew shit was about to pop up.
The music stopped. Everybody's watching. At this point, there's a huge circle. But I'm standing there
because
soaked like,
she didn't just pour the drink. She was making a scene. She
made a
yelling,
fat scene where everybody stopped playing the music and everyone was watching.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, girl, you fucking dropped it all over me.
She was like, who the fuck are you?
She was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking to her. I don't know what the fuck she said.
She's like, I'm not talking to you.
But her reaction was not cool. Like, she wasn't like, oh shit, my bad, girl. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm. I feel like if she would have been like, my bad, I'm sorry, cool, like, you would have dropped it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like she would have dropped it.
But, so anyways, they start just grabbing her, kicking her out after she told me, like, I don't give a fuck or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm pissed. Like, okay, this bitch don't give a fuck. Like, I'm super mad. So I was like, dude, let's go outside. I'm gonna find her and I have to punch her. Dude, and she's like, dude, no. Like, it's fine, dude. I'm like, I literally have to punch her, Vanessa. Like, I have to.
She was like, I'm so angry. She was like, if I don't beat her ass, she was like, I can't. And I was just like,
I have to.
But look at what God did, because it's so funny, because I told her, I was like, look, let's wait till the party's over and then we'll go outside. And if she's there, you'll beat her ass.
She was there. Thank God. God got my back on that one, because she was outside. As soon as we go outside, I'm just like rushing. Well, no, I think I started talking shit to her.
She was, dude, as soon as we walked out, she was literally leaning on a car like this,
all
waiting.
Casual.
Like, she got kicked out of the party, and you'd think that she'd go home, right? Like, dude, no.
She was just standing out there.
She literally, it's like she was waiting for the ass whooping.
Yeah. Oh, so I walked out and I was like, you don't give a fuck? Or I don't know what the hell I said, some shit. And then she said something back, and then we just went at it and, like, you know, cat fight.
Vallerie just ran up on her, grabbed that hoe. Beat her
ass.
You know what the crazy thing, y'all, is that Vallerie had long nails, huh?
I had just got my nails done the day before. Fresh ass Manny, freshly on, all the acrylic, everything. Every single one was broken off. It was literally just my skin and blood. There was no nail. My real nail was completely off, and I don't even know how that happened. Like, we finished the whole fight and we got in the car and we're about to take off. And I guess I just didn't feel it just because my adrenaline and my anger was just like, you know, just flowing.
Y'all,
and stuff.
The sad thing was, I was enjoying the show, obviously, because y'all, like, Vallerie was beating her ass. Like, I'm so sorry, but like, I was just rooting for her. I was like, oh my God, like, my bestie she really beat her ass. Like, I feel so bad for the girl, but that's what she gets.
Yeah.
And dude, her best friend of the other girl was just standing there, watching her get her ass.
She was. And I remember thinking, like, damn, like, her friends are gonna jump me.
No, they wouldn't.
Like, because her friends were there and stuff, but they never did. I was surprised.
No, I was surprised, because I was like,
I was just like, damn, I'm about to get jumped right now.
No, and that's the crazy thing, because I was obviously standing there and I was like, yo, like, if they were to jump in, I was obviously gonna jump in too. But dude, I was literally standing there and I wasn't even looking at the fight anymore, because you were clearly beating her ass, and I was just looking at their friend, like, are you gonna do something?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Just me personally, as a best friend, I would not be able to stand by and watch Vallerie get her. If Vallerie was getting her ass beat, I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna get my ass beat too, bitch, but we're both gonna get our ass beat.
Yeah, totally.
And dude, I had big old hoops, and I remember just looking at the girl, kind of grabbing my hoop, just literally looking at her like, are you gonna defend?
Are you grabbing your hoop? Because I'm grabbing mine.
Are you grabbing your hoop? Because I really, dude, you were beating her ass out. I really thought that her friend was gonna jump in. Like, I really thought, oh, you know what, like, she's clearly gonna help her friend.
Yeah, totally.
Because that's what a friend would do. She did not.
She didn't. We just stopped because I think I just stopped because I was like, all right, like, this girl sucks, like, at fighting. So, like, we stopped because, like, I'm not freaking mean, you know? Like, I just wanted to give her a good one or two for wedding.
You know, the part that just does it for me, you know, the cherry on top for me was that, obviously, you know, that girl threw a drink on this guy. And that guy was walking out, you know, Vallerie didn't know him or anything. And that guy was walking out and he obviously saw that Vallerie was beating her ass. So he was cheering for Vallerie.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, beat her ass. Because he was all drenched, you know, from the drink.
Like he was mad too.
And that girl, when she was like slandering him, you could tell that, you know, they were like a thing.
Stupid,
they were a thing, you know, like you could tell that she was mad at him because she had a thing with him and I guess he was like upset with him for like being at a party or something. And dude, the cherry on top for me was when Vallerie was walking away after beating this girl's ass. The guy was just walking next to us, you know, telling Val, like, thank you for beating her ass. And Val literally looked back and told that girl, bye, and I'm gonna go fuck your man.
Yes, I said that because I was so mad.
Obviously,
she didn't.
But
I just had to say it was there, you know?
But literally, like...
And she was just like...
She was
all fixing her hair all that.
Literally, dude, like, when I tell you that everybody that was watching that fight was cracking up.
Yeah.
Because that was just iconic. Like, that was
It was just such a funny random, like, dude, we went out to go party and here I am, like, I just fought some Lord's girl. Work.
Dude,
that was so funny.
She was like an avenger for the streets.
Right?
You know, like, you know, bringing justice to the people of the streets.
Had to.
And you know what? She's a real one for that. And ever since then, I was just like, damn. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
And I love that for her.
Yeah.
So I was wondering.
But I do not condone violence.
No.
At all.
No, never.
It's just I was soaked, so... had to give her a knuckle sandwich. I straightened my hair that night, okay? And she wet it all. I was like, oh my god, dude, we just got here to this party.
She fucked up her shirt from Forever 21.
Yes, it was from Forever 21.
And you know, back in the day, we had to work real hard. Low minimum wage hours.
Had to make that fucking $10 less all week, girl.
Dude, for real, how much would we get paid at the mall?
Fuck, like... $10 an hour.
Slave work, bro.
Part-time.
Slave fucking. So that girl had. I'm sorry. She had it coming.
She did have it coming.
She's probably watching this, like,
right?
That's all me.
She's like, fuck, that sounds like that one time. I got my ass beat. I hope she watches it.
And you know what? Even more iconic than that line that Val delivered at the end, she still went to work the next day.
I did. I had work at 6 a.m. It was like, how late was it?
Dude, it was like
I probably
2 in the
slept
morning.
like an hour.
Literally, it's like
by
2,
the time
3
I got home and like, oh my gosh, and I had to type at work with all my nails missing, my skin and blood.
That's what I told her.
It was the worst. It burned so bad. If you've ever had your entire real nail ripped out, you understand, because that shit hurts even when air touches it. Like, oh my god, you just want to cry.
That's what I told her. I was like, you're really going to work, bro? Like, your job is basically typing on a computer all day. Your fucking fingers, bro. And your fingers are literally, like, all fucked up right now.
It hurts so bad.
And y'all can already imagine that ass whooping, y'all. If her nails fucking broke off, like, she was...
I didn't even know how it happened. When we got in the car, when we started driving off, I think
she was like...
I realized, I was like, oh shit. I was like, dude, my nails are fucking missing. And then, like, I still didn't feel it until, like, obviously, like, probably 30 minutes past.
The alcohol
I was like,
wore off, huh?
Oh my god, it burned so bad.
Yeah. Did you leave early from work that?
No, I don't think I did. No? I don't think so. I think I got through my whole day, dude.
Dude, and honestly, that's one of the things that I admire about Vallerie. Her work ethic is literally A1. Like, never in my life have I met someone with Valerie's work ethic, and I tell her all the time, I put my hat down to this girl because she will not call off.
I hate calling off.
She will never.
I just hate it.
Yeah.
For some reason,
She just won't. Like,
I called off today, though. No, I did call off today. I wasn't feeling good this morning.
That was like the first time.
I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna call off. Yeah.
Because Memorial Day weekend went hard.
Yeah, dude, Memorial weekend went hard. I got faded yesterday with my man, his family. And we played some cornhole. We took some shots. We drank. And
what'd y'all eat?
We ate a shit ton. So I think that's why too, like all my insides are jacked up because I had like aguachiles, chicken, potato salad, like just so much bullshit that I was intaking. And this morning I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to work.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
You know what? One day out of like 3 years,
whatever.
I'm not calling off, y'all. She probably, how many like sick days she got racked up? Did she probably have like a whole year of like sick days?
Kinda.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Just because it's easy just going to work. Like, well, I just feel my job. I'm just comfortable with my job. So it's not like a drag, you know? I'm just like,
Yeah.
going to work and handle it,
Yeah.
call it a day. Save my vacation for whenever I want to do some crazy shit.
Oh my God, dude. Do you remember
Oh
when
my
you,
God.
did you ever think you could sing as a kid?
Literally, I thought I was gonna be the next Beyonce when I was my age now.
Yeah,
Like,
because I don't know if you guys noticed me about love to sing.
we love to sing.
Oh.
Or when we used to sing Rihanna in the car and we used to play it back, we'd be like, dude, shut up, shut up.
We'd be like, literally.
And we're like, ew, no.
We really thought, y'all.
We
really
did.
thought. But you know what? That's fine. Like, because I think that's one of the things that I love about our friendship, too. When we'll literally be just driving randomly and we'll just fucking start singing out of nowhere. And I'll never forget this one time when I went to church and I had this friend. Shout out to Gracie. If she's watching this, probably not. I used to think that I could sing this one church song really good. Like, there was this one, it was in Spanish. I don't remember the name of it anymore, but I remember I used to think like, damn, like my voice really shines with this song. I'm pretty sure you had that one song that you thought you could sing exceptionally well compared to others. And I remember I was at church, you know, the band was playing it and Gracie was standing next to me and she was like, and I remember telling her, I was like, I could sing this song. And I looked at her and I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, no, for real, like I could sing.
Yeah.
And she looked at me, she was like, you could sing for real? And I was like, no, yeah, like this song especially, like, it's my shit. Yeah, I could get down. And she was like, sing it. And I was like, you're not gonna be able to hear me because like the band's really loud.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
oh my God.
It's really loud. I was like, but I could. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I waited for like the chorus, like the part that I could sing. Bitch, tell me why the fuck, like, I went to her ear and I sang the chorus, just the chorus.
All creepy, giving her goosebumps and shit.
I was like, in her ear. Dude, tell me why, like any good friend, supportive, she looked at me and she was like, wow, that was really good.
Oh my God.
She was like, you could sing. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, just wait on it. Like, I'm gonna be like signed to like a record label like pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like, I really just, my brain, y'all.
That is so funny.
And she was just a real ass friend for that because, you know, she didn't knock me down. She was just like, yeah.
She's like, damn girl, that was good.
That was so good. And now I'm thinking back and I'm like, I just know this bitch was thinking like, what the fuck?
So good.
What did she really think?
That is so fucking funny, dude. I used to think that I literally could sing too, dude.
Yeah.
For like probably like my 11th or 12th birthday, I don't know, I like told my mom I want a camera. And obviously stuff wasn't as high tech as now, so it was just like, you know, old little camera you had to turn on and like whatever. So I asked for a camera because I literally thought I could fucking sing so good. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna record myself singing. Like, I'm gonna freaking come up and be fucking famous. Like, you know, someone's gonna hear my voice and shit. I literally would
Someone
be
gonna sign her, y'all.
Yes, I literally be in my room like this, and I'd be like, I was singing too, like hitting that shit, and then I used to just be in my bed like replaying it back and listening to it. I'd be like, damn, that was good.
That was
like,
so
dude.
good.
And I'm like, no, like I was so cringe. Like, I literally was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a singer when I grow up.
You're like, college? What? Ew, no, ghetto.
Yes.
No, but honestly, if that was
so
you,
funny, dude.
Shout out to you. And I do want to let y'all know.
Shout out to all the singers.
That ain't making money off it, but, you know, they got real talent. You know, shout out to y'all. You know what's funny? I really think that, well, I've heard a lot that everyone could sing, actually. Like, if you take singing classes.
And train your voice and, like, all of that stuff.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing, because I actually saw, like, this girl on TikTok who, like, her video came up and she was singing, right? And I stopped because I was like, oh, like, she sings really nice. And then, like, I just went on her page, you know, because I was like, oh, like, I want to see, like, her other singing videos. And she had, like, a thread of videos where she posted, like, it said, one was captioned, like, oh, like, the first video of me, like, singing ever. So I was like, oh, like, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Oh, my God.
Terrible. I was like, wait, how? And then pretty much her whole TikTok page was dedicated to her trying to bring awareness that everyone could sing. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there might be some people like that.
Yeah.
But for the majority, like, if you train your voice,
and really, really, like, work towards it and want to do it.
Yeah, and take classes, like, you could really actually sing. Like, everyone can sing. And I was just like, no way.
Right.
And that just made me feel
Sign me
like,
up, girl. Sign me up.
Do I have a chance?
Right? Am I the next Beyonce?
Am I the next? Because you know what? I could really do it, you know?
That is so funny.
I was like, I'm going to just sing.
I stay singing still. I don't give a fuck.
Same.
I'll fucking sing right now.
Especially when me and Val be riding together in the car. Ooh.
Dude, we just sing the whole time.
We be popping off. We don't be playing. We having whole concerts in the car. And you already know, if you got your bestie, you guys be singing concerts in the car. Dude, me and you have even showered together. Like, literally.
Yeah,
like,
we actually have.
We have. And not like on no
and
beach
it's not like
nothing.
weird or anything. Actually, yeah. Like,
actually, we're secretly
weird.
in love.
Bitch, oh my God. I always tell you, I don't like it like that.
Valerie, dude, Valerie had a dream one time that I had a penis.
I had a dream she had a wiener. And I do not know why I dreamt that. This was years and years and years ago. I dreamt, like, it was so random. I dreamt that me and her were out and about.
Yeah. And
we went to the restroom together, like always. Like, you know, you just go to the restroom with your
homegirl.
Mm-hmm. And we go to the restroom, and in my dream, like, it was so vivid and it felt so real. I'm, like, washing my hands or in the mirror while she's peeing. And I look over and she has a wiener. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I didn't know she had a dick in my dream. And I remember just being like, dude, what? Like, I did not know Vanessa had a dick. And it was so weird. And then I woke up and I told her, I was like, dude, I had a dream you had a dick.
Literally.
And Valerie she was like, ew, you like me. And
Valerie
I was like, bitch, I do not like this.
Valerie will not waste no time, bro. Like, she will literally always hit me up immediately. Yes. Anything that happens with me remotely, bro, like, even if it doesn't include me, actually, she will just always hit me up. I love that about us. Same with me. Like,
dude, I had a dream you had a wiener. And ever since then, she swears I like her.
I've always bring it up. I'll be like, dude, you secretly have a huge fat crush on me. No, but, what's it called? Yeah, so we really thought we could sing, but now y'all know. Yeah. If you look up some, and that girl on that TikTok, she was saying that, look on YouTube, and you can actually, she said that that's how she started, like, training her voice by just, like, watching voice coaches on YouTube, and she tagged some, but I don't remember. But I'm also remembering your 21st birthday. Remember that?
Yes, my 21st birthday was fucking crazy.
It was fun.
A lot of people were there. It was popping. Everybody pretty much pulled up with a bottle to give me.
Oh my God, that's the worst part. I mean, it's like bittersweet because...
And my dumb ass is taking drinks out of everything everyone's giving me.
She was mixing hella, because everyone had different bottles.
Super, like, bringing me bottles of tequila, Fireball, this, that, and... My dumb ass was just throwing them back and stuff like that, dude. I was out by midnight, and I was so mad the next day. I was so angry.
Dude,
I was like, no, my party ended so early. Like, dude, I just completely blacked out.
Dude,
like,
we got our nails done. We bought outfits. Like,
my nails were like $100 fucking just for my birthday and my birthday party.
And at the time, that was expensive, because now I feel like it's more normalized to pay $100 for nails. But dude, back in the day when we turned 21, that was it wasn't heard of yet for people to really pay like $100 for a set.
I got like bedazzles. I got them stiletto shaped. I got gel. Like, they were just super
the whole shebang, like, dude. Bomb as hell.
Yeah.
And I got my nails done. I bought out me and Veronica. Dude, we were like shopping.
All dramatic for my birthday party.
Dude,
yeah,
literally, we were
to turn up.
We were at the mall all day shopping for outfits because we're like, oh my God, Valerie's 20, and she was the first one to turn 21st out of us 3. So we're like, oh my God, like, we have to, you know, look bomb, like, all this stuff. And homegirl, obviously, it's her birthday. Everyone was giving her shots of every type of liquor left and right. And bro, me, Veronica, and Amber were literally in the bathroom with her, holding her hair.
Yakking, dude.
She was and it's
so early too.
Dude, it wasn't even 12. It was 11 something. Yeah. I remember it being 11. I remember thinking, oh my God, it's barely 11 something. Like, what the fuck?
I went too hard too fast.
Super. And then it's funny because we were holding her hair, and I was telling her, I was like, dude, are you good? She was like, yeah, I just need to throw up. I'll be fine.
Yes, I was like, dude, I'm good. Because in the back of my mind, I was like, dude, fuck no, like, I'm not gonna be done. Like, I want to go back there and party because I was having fun.
Yeah, it was so fun.
But I was just blacking out where I was like, dude, I'm good. Like, pick me up and I'm good. But no, like,
dude, she did not stand up anymore.
I couldn't.
Sadly,
I tried so hard.
She did, but it was hot girl down, and she tried her hardest though. But you know what? That's fine.
So if you're about to turn 21, don't go too hard because you're gonna regret it.
No, pace yourself. And honestly, you're gonna want to remember.
Fun.
If you want to take a shot or 2 or 3, that's fine. Drink them, but then stop and then have like a glass of water or like some liquid IV or some salud. You know,
right?
They're really good. I know we posted them today on our IG.
They're so good.
Taste salud. What is it? Taste salud, right?
Yeah, taste salud.
Honestly, it's so good. Like the flavor is piña, tamarindo, and the jamaica. Oh my god, so good. I was actually shook. I was not expecting them to be that good.
Super flavorful.
Oh my god. Also, too, I swear, like this is not like an advertisement. It just happened to be here, but I'm also thinking about these green superfoods, these coconuts from Blooms, dude. So good. Honestly, these are so good. They're for digestion, bloating, and immunity. There's just some greens to help your gut health, and honestly, like I recommend that. Like if you feel like if you don't get enough like veggies or fruits or vitamins or anything like that in your in your daily just what you eat or in your day-to-day, I definitely recommend picking up some of these. They're so good. You guys are gonna love them. This one's closed, but I have tried it already. They taste really good. This is a coconut flavor. Definitely recommend it. Just to kind of, especially summer's coming up, dehydration is way faster. It's hot as hell. And you already know
health right, get your body right with it.
Yep, and if you guys don't know, literally our water is stripped of its minerals that we need for our body. So actually if you drink water, especially from plastic bottles, the water that you drink will literally strip your body of its minerals that it already has, because water looks for minerals. So y'all need to re-up on your vitamins, on your fruits, on your veggies. Don't slack off on those. You need them. Yeah. Your gut health, if you want good healthy skin, if you want long nails, healthy hair, no acne, no bloating, all of those things that us as women, even men, kind of struggle with. This is definitely one of the supplements that I recommend, and your vitamins and all that good stuff. But yeah, and like Val said, if you're having a 21st birthday party, definitely pace yourself. I promise you. I honestly, I get it. We were 21. You're just kind of like living that life, going hard. I get it. You want to go hard and you just want to go ham, and it's fun. But yeah, definitely, I think back on my 21st birthday, we went to Vegas.
Oh my god, that was so fun. And that was my first time partying in Vegas like that too. Because I had just turned 21 like 5 months before or so, and that shit was lit.
It was on and popping. And literally, I definitely do feel like I hate being hungover because I'm the type of person that gets hangover anxiety. So I try not to be hungover, and I made it a point in Vegas to drink and obviously get fucked up, but like not to the point where I knew I was gonna be like disgustingly hungover with anxiety, because like I just didn't want to feel like that, and I wanted to remember. And I feel like me and you did a really good job at having a great time. Obviously we got on a good drunk, but like not blacked out, crazy, nothing crazy. And honestly, I feel like it was more fun that way. Just because
it is.
We lasted all night. We remembered everything. We weren't hungover.
Feel like shit.
We didn't feel like shit the next day. And obviously, we made it a point to hydrate really well the day before and like the next morning and everything. So definitely recommend that. But ending on that note, we are gonna get into some motherfucking tea time.
Woohoo! This is what I'm here for. I'm excited.
I already know the besties be like, yo, where is the tea?
I'm fucking here for the tea, and I'm ready to read all this shit. So let me get let me sit up.
Some of these aren't necessarily tea. They're just like more like they want like advice. And this is what we're gonna start off with. Somebody is saying, I really want to go to a esthetician school to study how to be a lash tech and open up my own business. It's always been my dream to open up my own business and be my own boss, but my parents are immigrants and I'm their first generation that would potentially go to college. They are kind of against me going to esthetician school, and they believe that the only way I will ever be successful is by going to college. I don't know if I should follow my dream or just go to college to please them. Mainly my dad. Any advice?
I would say follow your dreams, because I mean, you could prove yourself, with doing that shit, being successful if you really put your mind to it and really, really, really do it. Like, you can handle that shit and there's your career. And what's the point of going to college then if you're doing what you want to do already? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As for myself, I can kind of relate to this. I have a mom who has her master's, went to college. I have a dad who dropped out in high school. They both make good ass fucking money. So I feel like I was kind of like, there was none of them were really like, you need to go to college or fuck college. It was just kind of like, I had a parent with, that went different ways. So I actually tried college a few times. I actually enrolled in nursing. I fucking backed out of that. I was in culinary school. I dropped out of culinary school after a year. I went to go for business management. Ended up dropping out of that after like a year or two. And I just feel like, as for myself, I've taught myself a lot. You can learn so much shit on the internet and just YouTube or just, just with other people and stuff like that. And I feel like, as for myself, like, dropping out of college so many times, it was just like, shit, like, I need college. I need to get a degree to do this and do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you really teach yourself, like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm in a really good career. I mean, I'm in HR and I taught myself everything I know about HR. Like, I went on to, like, different laws, like, searching this up, watching these videos, taking these just random little, like, courses on LinkedIn or, like, shit like that. So I feel like if you really, really want to do something, like, work for it and go for it, and who gives a fuck about what anybody else says around you. Like, you follow your own path, do what you want to do, and that's the best thing that you can do. Honestly, that's what I think from my point of view, just because, I mean, I've tried college so many times and I've tried to make myself go to college. Like, no, I need a degree to do this and have a good career. But I'm like, dude, I don't. Like, I have a good career and I fucking taught myself. And I saved so much money while doing it, so.
And that's another thing. I definitely think, like, Val networked. She definitely started up,
networking too.
She's used, before having this really good corporate job that she has now that she does really well in. She literally managed a whole warehouse of like fucking 300 people, and literally the reason she got that position to be able to manage like freaking 300 to 500 workers in this warehouse was because she proved herself to be reliable, responsible, on time, a team player. She would go the extra mile, like, doing her work. And I generally feel like if you feel like college is not for you, and you feel like, okay, that's fine, it's not my route, I don't like school. As long as whatever you are, it doesn't matter what place you decide to go in, as long as you always try your best, you give it your all, you prove yourself to be someone that, cares about whatever they're doing, whatever it is, you will move up no matter what. You will come across people that will help you move up no matter what. And that friend that she made at that job managing that warehouse saw her work ethic and eventually connected her to the job that she's in now. So that's why I always say every job that you have, do the best that you can. And
just prove yourself. Just handle your shit with whatever you want to do. Just fucking handle it, dude, honestly.
Definitely. And I think it's awesome because, honestly, like, I know, as you said, you have immigrant parents, and I completely understand that, they came over here to give us a better life, and we want to, do good for them and, help them in some way too, even if we can. But at the end of the day, just understand that their way of thinking is very, like, it's very old, and it's not, what we know now isn't what they know, and they will never understand. And at the end of the day, this is your life and you're living it for yourself. So do what makes you happy. Totally. If you feel like being a lash chick is what you love and is what's going to make you happy, go for it. Because at the end of the day, you could literally open your own, like, salon of, like, lash techs. Like, you could be one and you can hire, like, probably like 5 or 6 other lash techs, probably, like, rent out spaces. Like, you could be a lash chick, save up a bunch of money, then, like, open a salon and then hire other lash techs, and you could create a business right there, like. And your parents might not understand in the moment. They might get upset if it's not the route that they envisioned. But as long as, like Val said, work hard, stick to your goals, what you want, learn it, whether it be on YouTube. Because I feel like you could even learn lashing on YouTube. I have friends that have learned lashing on YouTube without taking classes, and they do it so good already. So I genuinely feel like at the end of the day, this is your life. One day you're going to grow up and move away from home. And I would hate it if you would look back and be like, damn, like, I lived my life for other people, not for myself. It's not what made me happy. And I really don't think you want that. So I definitely say go with your gut. If your gut is telling you you want to do lash school, go for it. Because college is not for everyone. I personally also went to college for 3 years because same, my parents told me that they wanted me to go to college. They also believe that that's the best way to be successful. And I ended up dropping out because ultimately it wasn't what I wanted. Yeah. It didn't make me happy. And I also just felt the pressure of everyone around me saying, you need to do this, kind of everyone wanting to plan my life out for me. And it never works out when you're following what other people want for you instead of what your gut's telling you to do. And look at me now. Like, I literally have this podcast now and it fell on my lap, and it's just by not giving in to what other people want. You know, eventually you will get to where you need to be. So don't stress out. You're young. I remember being 20, 21, 22 and being like, oh my God, my friends are graduating college. You know, they have it all figured out. I'm behind, you know, kind of have this mentality. But everyone literally is at their own pace. You will, God will literally bring to you what you need to have in your life at the right time. And genuinely, I'm 24 now, and now I have this podcast. I still have my other job on the side. But still, like, I'm happy. Like, this fell on my lap, and I'm where I'm meant to be. So I obviously feel like I got here by following my gut and not doing what other people wanted me to do anymore, because I dropped out of college.
And especially you don't want to end up miserable.
No.
At all. You don't want to you don't want to end up stuck with something, like, you know, committed to something that you don't want to do at all. Like, that's going to fucking suck even more than feeling like, oh, like you're not doing what somebody else wants. Like, fuck no, do what you want, dude.
Yeah, especially a lot of people say how that they graduate with degrees that they don't even use.
Yeah, I've seen that so many times. Like, I went to college for this many years and paid this much, and I'm not even using I don't like it. Like, I turned to do this or that. And it's like, yeah.
All right, so that's our advice, Bessie. I hope it helps.
Yes, I hope it helped.
All right, next one. I used to have a bunch of friends in the beginning of the school year, and then we all fell off. Now I currently have 0 friends and only have my boyfriend. Sometimes it's hard when he goes out and I have to be alone, and I miss having friends and going out, because even though I have my boyfriend, it's not the same as having a girlfriend. But I want to learn to enjoy my own company too. What is your advice?
Girl,
I don't see the problem.
No, we did read this right now before, and I was just like, I feel like the same, just because she's like, Vanessa's my only friend, and then it is just my boyfriend, but I'm very, very, very content with my own company and my alone time. So that's why, like, I'm chilling. But, like, for people who just aren't used to it and, like, had friends, and now it's just, like, you know, a whole, like, you know, just different change. Now it's just you and your boyfriend and no more friends and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. I guess just do things you like to do. Like, you know, that's what I do. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, I'm going to go paint my nails. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to Ross. Like, you know, just do things that you want to do. Yeah. Like, fuck it. Like, you're going to have a good time. Yeah. Like, you know, do your errands, do your chores. Like, exactly. You know, work out, start a new routine, just do a recipe. Like, I literally love my alone time, honestly. So,
and backpacking off of that, like, when you, even if it's things that you don't necessarily do and might feel like a little out of your comfort zone, you meet people by doing those things. Yeah, like totally. Let's say, like, one day you're like, oh, you know what, like, I'm just gonna, because I've done that. I've picked up, like, a sewing class. I've picked up, like just different random things, you know, like. And I've made friends by going to do those things that I'm remotely interested in, that I'm just like, oh, I have, like, free time. Like, let me just sign up for this class, or let me sign up for that. Or let me go to this place. And it's like, you meet people by doing those things. So if you feel like, oh, you know what, like, I want to have more friends, I definitely recommend making friends by doing things that you enjoy. And I feel like you'll meet people in those settings that have the same interests as you. Totally. And also, if you feel like you're comfortable enough to do them alone, that's even better, because I feel like at the end of the day, enjoying your own company, I feel like is the best thing that you can do, because not only are you just getting to know yourself and you know what you like, what you don't like, you know, who you are truly as a person when no one's around, when you're not people pleasing, when you're not, like, you know, putting other people's needs before yours, and, you know, going with what other people want, and all these things. You also kind of just you kind of are able to kind of still keep your autonomy, where you feel like you're your own person, because I feel like when you're in a relationship, it's definitely easy to get lost in it and feel like you and that person are one, which is a beautiful feeling and it's a beautiful thing, but you can definitely get lost in that, like you said, when your boyfriend goes out with his friends and you feel like you're alone. That's definitely, a lot of people struggle with that, and I definitely think it's because people are not used to, you know, doing things on their own, you know, and feeling okay being alone. I feel like there's a lot of like stigma of like, oh, you know, being alone means you're lonely, but no, like you're never alone.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be lonely.
Yeah, like you are a person as well. You're a person, so you're with yourself. You're not alone, you know. So becoming a good friend of yourself, like, is amazing. Dude, sometimes I'll be in my room doing my makeup and I'll talk to myself in the mirror. I know a lot of people, and I know it's might be a little odd for someone, because in the beginning for me it definitely was odd for me to talk to myself in the mirror. But the more I do it, like, it's super fun now. And like, I literally feel like
who cares?
I'm my own bestie. Like, it's just little baby steps. But I hope this helps.
Yeah.
I hope this helps you. Okay, let me read the other one. All right. This isn't really tea, but I'm just curious to hear what you ladies think. There have been so many mass shootings in and around America. Why do you think the government hasn't really put much consideration or thoughts into gun violence and management to prevent the havoc that follows from it? I know this is pretty touchy, but fuck, it's literally so sad how this stuff is still happening and not shit can be done or changed, you know? I agree wholeheartedly with this statement, especially with the shooting in Texas recently.
So sad.
I am in disbelief still, especially as a mother. My heart aches for all those parents, because I know for a fact, like, if something happened to my son, I would, that's it. Like, it's I feel like the most terrible thing that a parent could go through is losing a child. And the sad thing that I feel about this whole statement that you just said is like, why do you think the government hasn't really put much consideration or thoughts into gun violence and management? I truly believe, you know, big corporations, especially, you know, people that, you know, run the whole like gun game, they're pocketed by politicians. You know, they literally pay millions and millions of dollars to all these politicians' campaigns strictly so that they won't touch, you know, like their whole gun business and corporation and everything that they got going on. I truly feel like that's why we're never gonna really like see like a reform in gun laws and the way gun.
Because there would have been one already.
There definitely would have been one already.
288 mass shootings in the U.S. already. There would have been one already.
Yeah, I read a statistic that more kids have died from guns than police have died like out in like their like day-to-day like working as policemen. And that's just crazy to me. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
sad as shit.
It's like kids are literally the most vulnerable and they're like not being protected at all, and that just makes me very sad, because it is very sad to think that this country is run, it's by greed and money, and that's all they care about. Totally. And our lives we're just disposable. So it's very sad. I feel like at this point, I know some people have made some comments where it's like, oh, like, even if there is like a gun reform and, you know, stricter laws, people are still going to find a way to get guns. And I can see that happening, you know, just like drugs. People will still find a way to get drugs even though they're illegal. I completely understand that point. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's still easy to get guns, you know, so why not just make it a little harder? Like, even if people could still find them regardless, for the people that would technically get them the right way, like, what's so wrong with there being more background checks, you know, more psychological evaluations and things? Like, what's wrong with more precautions? There's nothing wrong with adding more precautions. And I know I read another point that said like, oh, like mental health has a big thing. Like, it's not a gun issue, it's a mental health issue. Like, we should be addressing the mental health issues. And I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. I really wish that this country would pay more attention to mental health. And I feel like truly think that starts at home, you know, with the way that kids grow up, the way that parents are paying attention to their children, the way parents treat their children, the way their self-esteem is set, the way they feel about themselves. All that plays a big role into why people grow up and ultimately decide to do like crazy things like this. But I'm not gonna lie, as much as I feel like I would wish we could live in a perfect world where everyone was just happy and had like great self-esteem and didn't do crazy shit like that just seems like very like far-fetched of like a kind of like, it seems like that's never gonna be our timeline, you know, like good and bad are always gonna coexist, you know, like for there to be good, there has to be bad. And like I just feel like that's just a human experience. There's always gonna be bad, and it just feels kind of unrealistic to live in a world where there's no mental health issues, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's always gonna happen. I definitely do think that mental health should be addressed and there should be done more to help in those areas, but I still feel that there should be gun reform and there still should be like more stricter gun laws and set in place. But
yeah, totally.
We were having this conversation, so I'm just kind of taking the words right out of our mouths. Because we're kind of a little short on time, but we're gonna. Sorry, I didn't know I should talk, but we're gonna move on to the next one. Because sorry y'all, the memory on the camera's running out. We gotta hurry up. All right, hey besties, I wanted to tell you guys. And so thank you so much for what you guys do. It might not seem much, but for example, today I've been thinking a lot about my little brother who got taken away from this world too soon. Aww. And listening to the besties is definitely helping me out, making my day brighter than what it really is. Love ya.
Oh, that was sweet.
See, literally, you guys, like, this is why I love doing this podcast. Like, I genuinely feel like not only am I having fun with, you know, Steph and whatever guests we decide to have on, you know, we have great conversations, but I receive messages like this, like on the daily to Instagram, on YouTube, you know, even people have messaged me on TikTok, even Twitter. I'll get some tweets sometimes. And the fact that we've touched people in this way where we are even able to remotely like brighten your day or kind of take you out of your reality and make you feel better, even if it's for just like an hour, like to me, that's crazy. So I really appreciate the support and thank you to whoever left this comment. It really helps.
Rest in peace to your brother.
Yes, definitely. I am so sorry about your brother. Definitely with everything going on. I get angry all the time that kids are the most defenseless creatures on earth and there's not being much done to protect them. I'm never not going to be mad about that. All right, sad. The last one. I recently have been going through a really hard breakup and I just need advice to how to handle it. And if you guys have ever been through anything similar. I dated this girl for a year and she recently broke up with me because she wanted time to work on herself. She felt like she wasn't putting in 100% of herself into the relationship and I was putting in a majority of the effort. The last month or two, I definitely noticed that. She started going to therapy a month before we broke up. And her therapist even said that she should take a break from me to figure out what she wants in a relationship because she obviously didn't know at the time. We had a good relationship and barely ever argued, and she even told me I was a good boyfriend to her and I was everything she wanted in a man. But she didn't know why she couldn't try harder for me. I just don't know what to do. Should I wait for her or should I move on? Yeah, I feel like it's hard for me to give advice because I recently learned that when you're a baby, there's neural pathways in your brain specifically designed to copy and like the way you're treated as a kid, like with your mom and dad, the way they treat you, like when it comes to giving you love, affection, attention, do they make you feel heard, valid, all that crap. When they respond to you crying, when they respond to you angry, when they respond to you sad, your brain pretty much creates a neural pathway that engraves how you learn that people are going to respond to your needs. Does that make sense? Yeah. So like if you cry and your mom would be the type to be like, ya no llores, like vete pa allá, or like cállate. You know, your brain creates a little pathway that says, if I cry, this is the reaction that I'm going to get from my caregivers, right? Same thing if they were like hugging, loving, kissing you. That neural pathway engraves saying, okay, if I cry, my parents are going to hug me and give me a kiss and say that, whatever, you know? Yeah. And when you grow up as an adult, those neural pathways stay there, but because obviously you grow and you don't want, you know, I guess that same, when you grow up and you become an independent person, those neural pathways kind of like, they're not needed anymore, if that makes sense, for your survival, because you no longer depend on your mom and your dad to survive because you're your own person now. So what happens to those neural pathways is that they're actually, your brain reuses them. And the way it reuses those pathways is to determine how you're gonna be in a relationship with someone and what you expect to get out of someone and what you're gonna attract. So basically, if you start dating someone that treats you like dry and they don't give you attention, or, you know, they don't want to put in effort, like this person saying right here, like they don't want to put effort, like they're kind of just like, I'm putting all the effort and they're not doing much for me. Yeah. that's basically, they're putting up with that because it's what's familiar to them. It's what their brain has already put in their brain, that like, hey, like this is the way your caregivers were with you. Like they didn't put that much effort, or at least they weren't there for you in the ways that you really wanted. So this is what feels familiar. And obviously familiarity and what you really need isn't the same thing. But your brain's ultimately always going to go with what's familiar, whether it's good or not, because your brain wants to do the less amount of work possible. So if it requires more work to be with someone that doesn't feel familiar, your brain's gonna be like, I'm not attracted to this person. And I've experienced that, dude, where I've dated guys that treat me like a queen. Like everything I would look for in a guy, like the check marks were there. And I would not be attracted to them. I would not. Like I would just like not. Like I just literally, for the life of me, like it just wasn't. It just was not clicking for me. But yet put me in front of a guy that was dry with me, didn't give me affection, and that should turn me the fuck on. I'd be like, fuck yeah, like I love this. And dude, when I think about my parents, that's how they are. My dad's super dry with me, not affectionate, doesn't pay attention to my needs. My mom is always angry at me, always yelling at me, always shitting on me. And that's the kind of people I've felt comfortable with in relationships with. That dynamic of like of just anxiety, familiar, exactly. And when I read all this shit, it's like I can't even sit here anymore and be like, well, if they're not giving you the effort, just move on. I know it's hard, because it's deeper than this shit. People just think like, people always wonder like, why can't I just leave this person? It's literally goes deeper than that. It's not just about, oh, I want to fucking leave, like I don't like this person, or they're not fulfilling my needs. It's harder than that. It's you're literally wired to be attracted to this person. And that's hard, because that's why I feel like healing and reparenting yourself is so important. It's not because of like, oh, like it's like bullshit. It's just like, if you want to attract better, if you want to at least feel comfortable with better people, you need to do the hard work. And it's uncomfortable work. It's fucking hard work. Dude, I even me now, I still struggle to even let go of Hugo, and even knowing that he's not the kind of guy I want to be with. Like Hugo's great, and there's a lot of cool things about Hugo, and we have a baby together, and we have like that mutual respect, and we're co-parenting. But dude, there's a lot of shit about Hugo that I don't fucking like. Yet I feel like I'm dying when I'm not with him. How does that make sense? Like that doesn't fucking add up. Like and the crazy thing is that, dude, Hugo and my dad, they're both Pisces, and they both act the fucking same. Hugo and my dad literally like mirrors. They literally act, talk, react the same way, and I'm just like, that's literally it, dude. Like it's so weird. But I do want to add on. If you're saying should you wait or move on, I definitely think that you should move on, because.
I mean, it doesn't take a day to work on yourself.
It doesn't.
You don't know how long it takes anyone to work on themselves, what goals they want, what they want to change, what they want to work on, what is really going on internally with their lives and what they're working on. And there's no time frame, you know what I mean? So, why wait and, just cause yourself that pain or just in your mind thinking like, okay, like when is it going to happen? When are we going to be together? Stuff like that. Why, put yourself through that, people... Yeah. Who knows how long people need to work on themselves and what they're going through and stuff like that. Yeah. And I say don't, no hard feelings and stuff like that.
It sounds like you guys didn't have a toxic relationship. It sounds like the fact that she even went to therapy but a month before you guys broke up says a lot. She's really
that she really is.
She really wants to know what's going on, internally with her. And honestly, I understand her, because I feel like I've gone through this before. So I just want to tell you personally, being on the other side, being the person going to therapy, from my point of view, I would personally say move on. And you know what? If it's truly, I am a true believer that if it's meant to be, like that story, that chapter can open up again when there's time. But you will learn so much about yourself as well, because the fact that even you were allowing yourself to in a way accept the bare minimum also says a lot about you, not necessarily in a bad way, but maybe in this time that she's taking for herself to dig inward and to see what's going on within her, maybe you can ask yourself why you were putting up with something that you knew. I'm not saying that you didn't want her. I'm sure you did love her. It sounds like you care for her, but also ask yourself, if we care and love for these people, but they're not reciprocating that energy, why is it so easy for us to put up with that? Because I feel like everyone deserves to be loved in a truly beautiful, deserving way that matches the energy that you give. And I think it's, it's a big topic when a lot of people are okay with the bare minimum. You know what I mean? And I can say that because I've been there before as well, where I've been on that receiving end where I accept the bare minimum, and it's hard. And I've come to the realization that it really just comes down to a lot of, childhood things that we went through. A lot of the ways that we were taught what love is, the way we related to our caregivers, our parents, has a big thing to do with the way we receive love and accept love, and how much love we accept and what we allow to come into our lives. So I definitely think it'll be easier for you and on her, because she won't have that pressure on her of being like, oh, like he's waiting for me, she also have that time and space to like kind of breathe and be like, okay, like I'm okay, like I have my time. And I truly feel like at the end of the day, you will grow as a person as well from this. And I feel like if you truly meant to be, it will be meant to be.
Yep.
And yeah, that is it, besties.
Loved
Thank you so much. Yes, some really good tea.
Hope our commentary helped and our advice helped.
I know, I hope so too.
As much as possible.
Definitely. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for sticking with us and being with us tonight. I'm so happy you guys got to meet my best friend Vallerie. I love her so much. Thank you for being here. I love you. And with that, we'll wrap up. And as always, I'm your host, Vanessa Cazarez. You can find me at bloomingvc.vic on Instagram and TikTok, and bloomingvc on Twitter. And this is my beautiful best friend Vallerie.
You can follow me on Instagram at ok.val with 4 L's. Whoever wants to follow me, whatever. I don't got that many followers, but go ahead.
Go follow my girl.
Follow me. I'll be posting on my story sometimes.
Mm-hmm. She be posting some good content, y'all. Mm-hmm. So go follow my girl. Yes. And that is it. Bye, besties.
Bye, besties. Day.